Hello and welcome back. We're here in Singapore for the next rendition of the F1 Ultimate Career, where I'm taking myself from zero to hero. Just a little bit of news before we start. We got a driver transfer. It's not McLaren. It's actually HRT. They've gone with Sakon Yamamoto, the Japanese driver. He's filling in for Bruno Senna for the Far Eastern stint of the season. So that's this race in Singapore. Then next time out, it'll be his home race in Japan. And then after that is the Korean Grand Prix. The first time that has ever been on the calendar. So yeah, only the one driver transfer. But Bruno Senna will be back for the Brazilian Grand Prix. So it's not a proper transfer. It's just a part-time thing in the HRT in their bid for 11th place ahead of Lotus. Speaking about Lotus, if we go to our caravan here, we got Sabine. She's let us know that Lotus have come in with a contract offer for us. So that's both of our backmarker rival teams coming in to try and swoop us, but we've still got this offer from Virgin on the table. But yeah, we're now actually getting interest from Force India. So there's definitely interest higher up towards the midfield. So yeah, I'm sorry Lotus, but you're being declined. That's unfortunate for them. Anyway, it's time for the Singapore Grand Prix, but first, it's time for qualifying. Alright then, just before we start, I feel like I have to make a reference to last weekend in the Italian Grand Prix. An incredible race, changeable conditions at the end, giving us P2, our first ever podium, not only for myself but for the team. So yeah, really ecstatic about that. Felt like I deserved that after some other tough races where we've missed out due to things out of our control. But today we have to finish 15th or above in qualifying. It's going to be tough around Singapore. It's a very difficult track. And being a rookie, of course, is going to really throw me into the deep end. So we're going to just whack it out there on option and see what we can do in our first flying lap. Getting blocked by your teammate is always nice in qualifying. Thank you, Timo, for that. Anyway, coming to this final sector, it's been kind of quick. I'm not sure where my pace is, to be honest. Just need to get through this sector nice and cleanly. Anyway, last two corners are always very technical and tricky around there. What's it going to be? Oh wow, a 146 flat. That's 2.7 seconds quicker than both the Force Indias, so that should be much more than enough to get through to Q1. Right, I guess that's it. Right, so I was obviously skipping forward to the end of Q1, and look who's in 6th and 7th. Yes, the Lotus drivers are in 6th and 7th. Are they there on merit? What the hell happened? Where's the Ferraris? Where's the Mercedes? That is insane pace from Trulli and Kovalainen in our fellow backmarker rivals team. So could Lotus be in for an amazing weekend like HRT did in Valencia, if you remember back to the European Grand Prix? But let's talk about them. With 5 tenths ahead of Sebastian Vettel in Q1, so looking really good today for qualifying. Hand on the Bible, I am on legend difficulty, I promise. Anyway, yeah, it's pretty close between Red Bull and McLaren. Obviously, McLaren taking the constructors' first place. Constructors' first place, yeah. Anyway, I need to stop talking. Let's go to Q2 and see if this continues. Oh, before I do that, we should probably look at who's been taken out of this session. Yep, the usual guys, both Toro Rossos, both Saubers. Nico Rosberg very close to getting knocked out in Q1, so yeah, lucky boy. There's Sakon Yamamoto, 2 tenths behind Chandok in his first qualifying in his career, so not bad, and good to be ahead of Chandok, obviously, for our rivalry. Anyway, that's enough of that. Q2 time.
Great job, we're through to the shootout.
Alright, so in Q2, you'll see my lap time was actually 1.5 seconds slower than what I did in Q1 because I went out on the same set of tyres that I did Q1 on, and that's still managed P5, so that's really good. Kubica managing to find his way into the top 4, so good pace from the Renaults clearly. Let's see who's been knocked out though, however. Yeah, the two Mercedes, 16th, 17th, that is shocking. That is shocking, and could that seal Rosberg's fate of not being a dark horse in this championship anymore? They've been out-qualified by Kovalainen in 15th, Lutsen, Satil, the two Force Indies down in 13th, 14th, Hulkenberg and Barrichello just missing out behind Felipe Massa, who managed to scrape in, and look at that, Jarno Trulli on genuine pace is into the top 10 shootout. Incredible. Obviously, he has been a qualifying demon throughout his whole career, so it's not really a shock. But to do it 4/10 quicker than Kovalainen, yeah, massive achievement for him. And this could put him in really good stead in their battle with HRT, obviously for that, the wooden spoon basically in the championship. But for those guys, it's really important. The difference between 11th and 12th in the championship is massive. So, yeah, props to Trulli. And let's head to Q3. Right, it's Q3 time, and because my qualifying pace has been so good, it's just, I don't know, I feel like I'm going to really fall off in the race. So my thinking is, if we go out on, because obviously in this game, you start the race on the tyres that you set your fastest quali lap on. So essentially, the tyres that you use in Q3, you will start on those tyres. So if I start on primes, then I'm going to be able to use the overcut, which is clearly the best strategy. We've seen that loads of times. Obviously, Alguersuari's podium in Silverstone, obviously a big benefactor of the overcut and the conscious strategy. So that's what I want to do. I think I'm really going to fall off in the race. So let's start on primes. Let's just get through Q3, wherever we finish, that's where we finish. And then, yeah, we have the best strategy for tomorrow's race, which is going to be a proper slog. So, yeah, let's see what we can do on these primes. I'm going to put a little bit more fuel in the car so I can do a few laps, because we should have good bite on these tyres for at least 2 or 3 flying laps. So, yeah, let's need to quit rambling. Let's get out on track. Oh, I just make it through the Singapore sling. I've been really letting off the gas just to get a nice smooth run through there. But that was my least smooth run of the session. All don't hit the barrier after the Anderson Bridge. Onto this little back straight now. What's it going to be? Ooh, not quite sure. I think we are down on the likes of Webber and Hamilton. Kubica up in P3. So electric pace from him today. See if he can bring that home. Anyway, as we head into the final sector, that's a lot of curb. Taking liberties with that curb. Oh well. Nice and tight through here. Lovely, lovely jubbly.
5 minutes to go.
Just a little bit too much curb there. Anyway, run up to the line now. Oh God, running off wide. No lap invalidation. Oh yeah, baby. There we go. 2/10 ahead of Webber. That is lovely. Provisional pole in a Virgin at Singapore. I don't think I never thought I'd be saying those lines ever in my life. Anyway, yeah, I'm not saying another lap. I'm not saying another time. Fingers crossed we can stay in P1. What is going on at the minute?
You've hit all of the targets set for you this session.
Boys, it wasn't enough.
Second place on the grid. Brilliant. That puts us in a really good position for the race. The boss is ecstatic.
So am I. I probably don't sound ecstatic at the minute, but we've just been pipped by our compatriot Lewis Hamilton. 2/10 behind. That is a kick in the gut. That is... yeah, that's a tough one to take, but if we were on options, we would have absolutely wiped the field. I kind of done him a favour by starting on primes, but this could be the correct strategy. The overcut is very strong in this game, so who knows what's going to happen tomorrow. Completely dry race, so that's not going to come into play. It's going to have to come down to pure pace. And yeah, I'm in a virgin. Anyway, Mark Webber up in P3, better solidifying his place at the front of the standings, with Fernando Alonso down in P8 and Button P7 now, who you have to now consider is in this title fight. Robert Kubica managed to stay in P4, so massive congratulations to him. Sebastian Vettel in 5th. Jarno Trulli in the Lotus, probably on par of an achievement with me, getting that Lotus up to 6th, which, yeah, incredible from the Italian. So good from him. And then Massa in 9th and Petrov P10. Not quite able to match Kubica's pace this weekend so far, but we all know race time, anything can happen. I'll see you guys in the garage for the Singapore Grand Prix. Okay, here we go. It's race day here in Singapore. We line up on the front row alongside our compatriot Lewis Hamilton, but we'll be starting the race on prime, so my proposition was right. I'm going to be doing the contra strategy today, and yeah, honestly, a win could actually be on the cards, but I need to iron out these mistakes I've been making. I need to completely change my driving style if I'm ever going to win a race. So yeah, finish 12th or above, that's the objective. Obviously beating Chandok, who's in 22nd. If I finish behind Chandok, then something has gone terribly wrong. The race strategy today, obviously prime swaptions. Lap 12 is our scheduled pit stop for this 30% race today in Singapore. So yeah, mixed up grid. Myself in 2nd, Kubica 4th, Trulli 6th, Button and Alonso down in 7th and 8th. So Webber could take another step towards the championship trophy. Anyway, enough talking. It's time to do some racing. Let's go.
Is expecting another podium finish this weekend.
Our boss is expecting another podium. Jesus Christ, come on, be a little bit realistic. Anyway, the race has begun. Hamilton much better start than me as Webber goes around the outside. Oh, cold prime tyres. Recipe for disaster. Anyway, Webber's hanging it round the outside, but we've managed to maintain P2. That's Jarno Trulli up into P4. An amazing start from the Lotus drivers. Hamilton has a bit of a squiggle up ahead, and Webber goes down my inside. Now I've got... We should be fighting for like 18th. What is going on? Myself and Trulli fighting for this last podium place. Jesus Christ, what is going on? I need to concentrate now as Webber putting pressure on Hamilton up ahead. But at least we've managed to stay P3. That's okay. Obviously, we're not going to have a lot of pace on these prime tyres, but having Jarno Trulli behind us is actually could be a blessing in disguise. Oh no, hit the barrier, luckily no damage. Jesus Christ, a little bit too excited at the start of this race. Yeah, as I was saying, having Jarno Trulli behind us could actually be really good for us. There's a bit of a buffer to those guys behind, such as Vettel, the 2 Ferraris and so on. Anyway, oh god, feeling very lazy into the full tank and prime tyres. Not going to be the best feeling F1 car in the world. Going to be feeling more like my Golf in real life. Anyway, whoa, calm down. Jesus. Anyway, end of lap 1 as we scrape the barrier once more. It's P3 for us. Jarno Trulli in P4. What is going on? Oh god, that's a spin. Oh, that was so close. Really good save from us as we're about to start lap 4 of this race. Everything stays status quo for now. I actually set the fastest, believe it or not, I set the fastest lap of the race, or 1:47.3 last time round. As I'm maintaining a gap to Trulli behind. Obviously a little bit further ahead before that mistake just there. But yeah, I'm not quite getting dropped as badly as I thought I'd be by Hamilton and Webber ahead. But yeah, definitely don't have the pace to catch them. But Trulli doing an incredible job behind me. Not only for me, but for himself, of course. Like, managing to stay in P4 in that Lotus, that could be a huge haul of points for them today. As hopefully he's got a good strategy. Fingers crossed. Oh, that's Hamilton. Hamilton out of the race from the lead. Oh dear. Huge scenes. Oh my days. I was completely focused on my driving, sorry. And then I just, out of the corner of my eye, saw a black dot on the map, and it was Hamilton from the lead of the race. His engine's gone up in smokes, and he's at the end of the McLaren momentum as Webber now takes the lead. I'm up into second, and Jarno Trulli is in a podium position. There's 2 back markers on the podium at the moment. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. As we're about to start lap 6, trying to, at least. As we set an identical lap to my best, so yeah, not quite sure what's going on again in this race, as a couple of people behind us are pitting. As you can tell, the group behind us is getting smaller and smaller as the first option runners come into the pits. Oh god, concentrate, Charlie. Alright, lap 6, up into P2. Mark Webber surely winning this race now. And that's Mark Webber into the pits, making his mandatory pit stop. And we're into the lead of this race. I think Jarno Trulli behind has also come in for his stop. So thankfully he's not on a 2-stop. And we'll actually probably get a really good finish in this race. Hopefully not giving him... Still talking. Jesus, still talking, Rob. Anyway, wait. No. No way. Has Jarno Trulli just overtaken Webber in the pits? No. No way. Could it be between myself and Trulli? Oh god, don't hit the wall. Could it be between myself and Trulli for this race win? What the hell is going on? What the hell? But now I've got Fernando Alonso behind me. This could get a little bit trickier now. A little bit trickier now. Alonso obviously with a lot of pace at this time, and he's got a fire under his belly too. Fire in his belly. I think that's the right wording. Anyway, yeah, heads down now. We've still got 5 laps until our pit stop. Who knows where we're going to re-emerge in this race. Here comes Alonso. I'm going to have to go defensive. Oh, he's going around the outside. He's going around the outside. Oh, that's an insane move.
Stay with him. He might make
Jesus, what a move from Fernando. Obviously a lot more confidence in that Ferrari at the moment. That's a very important move for him. Is this race win slipping from our hands? Let's not think about that at the moment. We need to try and stay on Alonso's tail, but he is on the option, so he should be coming in relatively shortly. Don't spin out, come on. Yeah, what a move from Alonso. Maybe I was a little bit too cautious into that left-hander, but I thought I'd be able to stay ahead of him. But anyway, yeah, incredible overtake from the AI there. Fair play. Just about keep it on track. Every time I go to talk, you go to talk. What's going on? What's going on, mate? Anyway, Alonso has finally made his pit stop on lap 9 as we start the second half of this race. And I think Petrov came in as well. Where's Alonso going to re-emerge? Is he going to be ahead of Trulli? I think he's ahead of Trulli. What has happened to Webber? Has he retired? He can't be that far. He can't be behind Petrov as well. What has happened? So Alonso is in the net lead of this race now. What is going on? This This game continues to baffle me. I have no idea where Webber's gone. Has he retired? I thought he was going to romp away with this win now. And now Alonso seems like he's going to romp away. This game does not cease to amaze me. Anyway, we are 2 laps away from our pit stop now. And yeah, we're just running by ourselves, as you do, as the only prime runner in the top 10. So yeah, you probably won't see me till our pit stop. Oh, finally, lap 12. I can get these prime tyres off my car. Oh God. Stay in the pit lane. Don't get a penalty now. Come on. Alright, obviously we'll get a nice clear run into the pits. Alonso's been so fast. So he's easily going to regain the lead of this race. However, what about Trulli and Petrov? Trulli coming around the last corner now. Let me go. Let me go. Oh no, Trulli's going to do the undercut. It's going to be tight. What's going to happen? Stick the foot in. And I'm racing Trulli for 2nd place. I'm on the options, he's on the primes. Petrov just behind, keeping us on our toes in case one of us makes a mistake. What has happened to allow this to happen? Jarno Trulli in the Lotus versus myself in the Virgin for 2nd place in the 2010 Singapore Grand Prix. I don't think that sentence has ever been said before, so I'm very proud, very privileged to be the first person to say that. No, I'm going to stay here actually, Rob. Oh, look at this, I'm all over Jarno now. We've got a great run. It's going to be an unconventional place to overtake, but I've got him. What an overtake. I don't think I've ever seen anyone overtake into that corner before. And that's 2nd place now. We're actually catching Alonso. We'll see at the end of this lap how much we're catching him by. Oh, that's a lovely run through there. So we set our fastest lap of the race. Yeah, 1.2 seconds quicker than Alonso. So who knows? But I don't think I have enough time, to be honest. He's much further away than 5 seconds here, leaving Trulli in the dust now. Got these option tyres, and somehow I might be able to bring home my second place in a row. Ridiculous scenes here in Singapore. Now I just need to bring it home. Boys, we have made it. As I just miss out on setting my fastest lap of the race. We are on the final lap of the race. Still in 2nd place. Trulli still in 3rd place. And I've been reeling in Alonso, I can't lie. But nowhere near enough to get anywhere close to him. But it's looking like another 2nd place. Our second place in a row. We could be joined by a fellow backmarker on the podium. I can't quite believe what's happened today, and I've driven my absolute socks off. I can't lie, this has been the best I've driven. On par with how I drove in Australia. Obviously I didn't get any rewards from that day, but I can't lie, I've driven so well. I've managed to iron out all those mistakes that you've seen in the past. So nearly hit the wall. I don't want to contradict myself. Yeah, I can't lie, I've simply driven away from Trulli. Not anymore, because as you can see, the tyres aren't quite with us any longer. But yeah, Trulli has had no match for us. So yeah, we fully deserved this 2nd place. And if only we stayed ahead of Alonso. But to be fair to Alonso, he has deserved it. That overtake he did on me was sublime. I just want to know where Webber's gone. So I think 2 people have retired from this race, Hamilton being one of them, who we saw. And it could potentially be Webber. I have no idea what happened during his pit stop. But I do have an idea of what's going on ahead of us. Fernando Alonso has won the race and is going to swing back. The pendulum swings back. Who cares? We've got another podium. Get in there. Rob, just as ecstatic as I am. Don't care that Alonso is apparently finished a lap ahead of us. That's clearly a glitch, but thankfully it hasn't put someone else to the top, which it usually does. Anyway, Fernando Alonso, after that incredible race, what a drive from him, 8th to 1st around this street circuit. Yeah, really good from him. But us, 2nd place, our 2nd podium in a row. We're 1 step away from our 1st ever victory in our career. Jarno Trulli, you know what? You get a round of applause. Incredible from the Italian. He's really cemented Lotus's place in 11th place, and maybe they could join the fight up ahead with the likes of Toro Rosso and Williams. Anyway, Vitaly Petrov, great bounce back from him in 4th place. I was about to say Jenson Button. Jenson Button in 5th place, good points for him. That'll be good to bridge the gap towards Webber. Felipe Massa in 6th place. Robert Kubica 7th. Barrichello scoring points for Williams again. Well done to him. Force India back in the points with Adrian Sutil in 9th. And Vettel back in the points in 10th place. Not quite sure what happened to him today, but at least he scored a point. Antonio Liuzzi down in 11th place, just missing out on points. Jaime Alguersuari, the man in form as well, down in 12th. Nick Heidfeld, that's his 2nd best finish of his return to the paddock, in 13th. Heikki Kovalainen couldn't quite match Jarno today, sadly for him. He's in 14th. Kamui Kobayashi down in 15th. He carries on his he's just been missing the points for ages now. He had an incredible start to the season and now he's just gone missing. So not quite sure what's happening down at Sauber at the moment. Michael Schumacher down in 16th. A weekend to forget for Mercedes. Sebastian Buemi in 17th. Nico Hulkenberg 18th. Yeah, Rosberg. That could be out. That could be him out of the championship fight now. Down in 19th. There he is, Mark Webber. That stinks of a 2-stop. That stinks of a 2-stop. He had this race in the palm of his hands and they've thrown it away. Red Bull's strategy this whole season has been diabolical. I have no idea what they're doing there. They're throwing away this championship. Timo Glock, my teammate, down in 21st, but actually beating some drivers. Karun Chandok, my rival, down in 22nd. Sakon Yamamoto on his first start. He finishes last of the runners. I did say there were 2 retirees, but I was wrong. Anyway, Lewis Hamilton, our only DNFer today from pole position. So, yeah, they couldn't do it 3 times in the bounce. The pole position curse had to return. Anyway, after that incredible race, let's see what happened in the standings. Alright, let's take a look at the standings after that simply incredible race at Singapore. Fernando Alonso somehow has regained the lead of the championship by 10 points ahead of Mark Webber after him not finishing in this race somehow. Not finishing in the points, sorry. Somehow. Not quite sure what happened to him. Jenson Button, he's firmly in this fight now. 5 points behind Webber and 15 off Alonso. So 3 drivers, 3 teams, 1 goal. That coveted title. Got the likes of Rosberg and Hamilton lagging behind now, but I think Hamilton does have potential to join this fight. He was obviously on course to win that race, but unfortunately for him, DNF'd in the end as Felipe Massa creeping up to that 100 club just behind. And if you take a look at that midfield fight between Petrov, Liuzzi, myself now, incredibly, I'm up to 11th, equal on points with Kubica, but I've got 2 podiums and Kubica doesn't have any, so I'm ahead of him in the countback. It's very close between us 5, maybe down to Kobayashi, but again, Kobayashi hasn't scored in a lot. I need to check when he scored points last, but he's definitely tailed off in this second period of the season. If we go a little bit further down, Jarno Trulli has made his way to 16th place in the championship, moving up ahead of Hulkenberg, Barrichello, Chandok and his teammate Kovalainen. Not a lot of movement though in the constructors. McLaren 20 points ahead of Red Bull now as Ferrari rejoin that fight at the top, of Mercedes, yeah, they're pretty much out of the fight now. Renault do join the 100 club, streaking away from Force India, making that 5th place their own. But look at that, Virgin now up to 7th in the constructors ahead of Sauber, which is incredible. And we're streaking away from the likes of Toro Rosso and Williams, and Lotus after Trulli's podium today up to 11th ahead of HRT. Well, yeah, pretty speechless after that race, not quite sure what was going on. Alonso's going to be happy with that win, and Trulli must be over the moon. What a performance from them. It's just a shame Kovalainen couldn't really join him towards the sharp end of the field. If you did enjoy that race though as much as I did, please leave a like and subscribe if you want to continue on with this journey. Next time out, we've got the Japanese Grand Prix. So, yeah, pretty iconic track, Suzuka. So, really looking forward to that one. It's going to be another 30% race. Only 4 races to go now in this 2010 season. But before we go, I just have one more thing to do. Alright guys, just before we pack our things and head to Japan, there's just one more thing I need to do. Sorry Virgin, I think we've outgrown you now.